Welcome back everyone. This is the last video in the tutorial series I've done on the super heterodyne receiver. So today we will have a look at the actual audio stage, so preamp and power stage. So let's get into it. So we're back again to look at the audio stage now. So let's get started. So after the last video we'd spoken about the demodulator, and we basically had determined that across VR1 we have the actual audio signal that's been demodulated off the IF frequency. And in the last video I mentioned that the valve V3 is actually a device that has three elements in it, two diodes and one triode. One of the diodes isn't used, the other diode is used as the demodulator, and the triode stage is the first audio stage. So if we come back and have a look at VR1, we'll see the wiper of VR1 is capacitively coupled onto the grid of that triode. So the triode is just used as a simple amplifier. At the anode of that particular valve, we'll have a slightly greater audio output signal. And just following across that signal, note there's a capacitor here which is feeding to the grid of the power pentode output stage. Also in amongst the circuitry on the actual grid of that output stage, we have a series of capacitors and resistors. It's just a simple tone control on the radio where it just reduces the amount of high frequencies that are fed from the output of that preamp stage to the power stage. And if we take a look at that output stage, this is a fairly simple amplifier as well. At the anode of that particular valve we have a transformer. The transformer is feeding the actual loudspeaker, and we have a capacitor that feeds back some of the signal at the voice coil back to the cathode of that valve, just providing a little bit of negative feedback to keep the output stable. So nothing more complicated than that in the audio output stage. Let's now take a look at the transistor version. So looking at the transistor version, just as in the valve version, last time we looked at the demodulator, we determined that the audio signal was now available across this variable resistor. So if we follow the signal from the wiper of that variable resistor, we find that that's capacitively coupled to the base of Q4. And Q4 is just configured as a simple amplifier. You'll see that there is a transformer in the collector circuit, and the secondary of that transformer is center tapped and is driving a pair of transistors in push-pull mode, with the output being another center tapped transformer, and the secondary of that transformer is feeding the speaker directly. Just as in the valve circuitry, we have some negative feedback here feeding back onto the base of Q4 just to keep things stable. So that wraps up the last of this tutorial series on the super heterodyne receiver. If you liked the video, then please click on the like. If you'd like to see more of what I'm doing, then please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell symbol so that you'll be notified of new stuff. And you can always check out my Facebook page or the website for more information. Cheers!